welcome to the SheerLuxe Show. I'm Charlotte Collins and we have a really fab show for you today. Polly is here. She's sharing her edit of the High Street for spring, all the staples you need for a hard-working new season wardrobe. Plus, we spent a day at the SheerLuxe office with the team, which is always fun. But first, let me introduce our wonderful guest. There's only two of us today, well, three in total. I'm joined by beauty director of the Glossary and journalist Alex Steinhurr, and one of our favourite fashionistas, Rachelle Rowlings.
Hello.
Hi both.
Hi.
We've got to bring the energy because we're man down. But we thought we backed you guys. We thought we can be three. We'll work it out.
There's some strong personalities.
Exactly. We're going to be fine.
Yeah.
We've got to talk about beauty because you're here, Alex, obviously. And yesterday we ran a feature on site with Emily Ratajkowski, whose name I can never say properly.
Emrata.
Emrata. Everyone knows who she is.
Yeah.
With Emrata. She ran us through her beauty bag and she had some really good recommendations and her beauty ride or dies, her rules. So I thought we'd ask what your beauty rules are. Alex, you've worked in magazines, in the beauty industry for a long time. You're a real veteran, which you could never possibly know from looking at you. What are your beauty rules?
I think I remember writing so many features, about what's rules and non-rules, and I got to this point where I was like, I'm sick of rules. But of course, there are certain things that I think we all do. And I think for me, a funny thing is that I never wash my face in the morning, so I never cleanse. But I think that has more to do with the fact that I've got dehydrated skin. And, it's not necessarily something that I think everyone should do. But I think if you feel a bit dry, I definitely think it's the way to go. Like, you don't have to cleanse in the morning. I'll just use a toner. It's like an Environ product. It's called Vita Peptide Toner, and I'll just wipe. And for me, that's enough. I think another thing is, we're tanning friends.
We bonded over tanning. It's true.
I think for me, definitely, I've been very good with, I never tan for real. I really don't. I don't go in the sun. And I'm just such a self-tan addict. And like I said, I feel safe talking to you.
Sometimes you're in a safe space.
I tan once a week.
I love you do. I think
guys.
it's so part of my beauty routine. Like it's part of my skin. It's almost like part of my skincare routine.
Yes, it is.
What do you do? What is your tanning ritual?
Well, like you said, once a week for sure. Right now I'm on the detox phase, which is not so great.
I'm in a scaling phase right now.
It's always the hands and the feet that get you.
The hands, feet, and the face.
Neck. Yeah.
But I just think it's become it makes me so much happier, and especially this time of year as well, where I'm just like, is the sun going to come out today? No, but I feel like I've got the sun with me. So that's definitely something. If I can, I'll have like a spray tan for being like a bit. And I love a brand called Tint. I think they're new.
I just heard about them this week.
Tint, guys, I have to put you onto Tint.
They're owned by the owners of
Biosculpture.
That's it, thank you.
And you need to try them because it's honestly like out of all the tans, you genuinely can't smell it. It doesn't come off.
Is it a mousse?
But no, it's a spray.
Like you have a spray tan.
Oh, you go and get a spray tan.
It's a professional. They come to your
Okay.
house. It's so new that maybe one day I hope they'll do at-home products, but honestly, it's the best.
Interesting,
tan.
and it's a green formulation, right? Because you can go green or red, and my spray tanner actually was telling me about it last week and saying it's a good green base.
You want from a spray tan.
You can. You've got to watch
Well, you
that,
stayed green?
I stayed green, and I actually read that it can be your hormones that can throw it as well.
That's interesting.
Yeah, or a bad spray tan.
My mum has always actually said, sometimes jewellery turns you green and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
My mum's always said that's a hormonal thing. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation.
Anyway, my son thought I was the Hulk, so I won,
cool.
kind of.
Sick.
Yeah.
But not when you rinsed it off.
Yeah. It was still a green shade. I literally was.
I
like
think
the
it's
Hulk.
when they use a new bottle and they don't shake the bottle properly.
No,
That's always been my
I've
theory.
never had it before. It was only once, and it was while I was breastfeeding. So I think that it was really that hormonal shift.
Interesting.
But hilarious for everyone but me.
I'm sure. Yeah, great.
And the
Just
event
what
that I
you're
had
going
that night, but yeah.
That would be interesting to look into, though.
Yeah.
Rachelle, beauty rules. Have you got any kind of ride or die rules?
I am such a fake beauty person because literally up until like a year ago, I was just using Vaseline. No,
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with Vaseline, but it was actually only when I arrived in London that my face actually started to fall off because I'd come from Australia for my whole life. And not saying either is better because, in Australia I had issues, but my skin flaked off here. Like I'd wake up in the morning and it was like,
the water.
oh, there's three
It's the
layers.
water.
It is the
water's terrible.
Well, I think just changing. If you went to Australia, it probably would happen to you as well. But so I had to go and actually get like a proper medical grade skincare. But now I use Emma Lewisham, and I must say I'm a bit of a obviously Australia New Zealand super fan. But it is beautiful, and my skin's been perfect ever since I've been using it. But I must say, my skin changed massively when I stopped drinking. Sorry,
I know,
controversial.
it's so boring,
I
isn't
know,
it?
it's boring.
It's
but,
not. I don't drink.
I don't drink
I don't
either.
drink at all, and I think it makes a huge
you
difference.
both
I
have
haven't
excellent
drunk
skin.
in 5 years, and my skin has literally, it's like I was reborn again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit, Hodge, what are we going to do?
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
That's not the news we wanted today.
I know.
Let's move on. My favourite part of Rata's interview was that she was asked her kind of one ride or die product, like if you have one thing on you. And she said a brown pencil because you can literally use it for your brows, your liner, your lips, your freckles, anything. What is if you had to pick one multi-purpose product, Alex, what would you go for?
Oh, so I love the Charlotte Tilbury, the contour wand. Now, I always used it in the shade light medium, and I always used it as a sculpting product. And then recently, I interviewed Kate Moss, and she said that this was her favorite product. And I said, oh, yeah, so to contour cheekbones. She went, no, for glow. And I was like, because for me, like a contour is different from a bronzer, right? But I kind of tried the trick, and it's specifically that light medium. You can really use it as a kind of bronzer, glow up, sun-kissed kind of look, but also on your eyelids. Like, she showed me a whole way of doing it. And I was like, oh my God. So since then, I always have that on me because it just wakes up the face. And especially when the tan starts to fade.
It helps.
You need a bit of that.
Is it a stick? Or
It's like a liquid, but that product, there's something about it. And I think because it's such a lightweight sort of texture, you can really work it, and it's not too heavy. Cream bronzers can sometimes add too much texture, and powders can be really drying. And so this product, I'm like, in a pinch, I could do, because you could even contour like around your lips, around it. It's like, I think it's a great product.
Great.
That's a great tip. Thanks, Kate.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks, Kate.
Buying immediately.
Rachelle, have you got one?
Mine is, how do you say that brand? Kosas?
Kosas, yeah.
Kosas. So it's like this, I've got it on now. It's like a pink kind of, it's halfway between like a lipstick and a lip gloss, but I use it on my eyes, I use it on my cheeks, and it's like, as you said, it's a glow, because but it's not sticky. It's almost like, I can't explain it, but anyway, it's incredible, and it comes in like a little stick. And my other one is, it's this spray, and it makes you look really like dewy. It's
Tatcha.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the Tatcha glow. Yeah, of course
That
you know.
that was skill.
I mean,
I
guys,
like that.
I hope I hope we recorded this.
It's all on camera.
Oh my gosh, what's that TV show where you go and like?
Oh, charades,
it's
not
literally,
charades.
I literally
Whose
like
lines
from
anyway?
one thing
5
I can get it out.
Well done.
One word.
You win. You win.
But so I used to have
Yeah.
the cream, but then I was like, I then would put so much over the top. It still would work. But they have like a illumination mist or something like that. If I have nothing on and I just spray it on, everyone's like, have you had a facial?
It's amazing.
It is
It's
incredible. It is incredible.
It's the OG of those kinds of products.
Yes, I mean
Okay.
it is honestly like I sometimes just go around like spraying my girlfriends at dinner. Like give
Like,
it
you
to me,
need
and I'm
this,
like
you
spray,
But
spray,
also,
spray, spray.
when at the end of the when you know you come towards like the end of the day, and maybe like you're at your desk and you're kind of like, and you just, it refreshes your
It
face.
does.
So
It
I love
does.
When the lights have eaten your makeup, it's 4 o'clock and you've got no
What's
makeup
yours?
yet.
What's your ride or die?
Do you know what I'm loving at the moment? The Rare Beauty blushes. They're new blushes.
I saw you put that.
The
on.
powder one with the
one.
glow. Yeah.
The glow is sensational, and the same as you. I like a pink that I can use
Everywhere.
cheeks, lids,
Yes,
the lot.
yes.
You're wearing it now.
I am wearing
it.
it
Looks
now.
great.
It
I was
looks
going to
so
ask you.
much.
You look
Thanks,
sun-kissed.
It's very good. I slightly worry that it's too glowy. It's
No.
quite, but
No,
it's quite,
no, no, no,
okay,
I
great.
love it.
Thanks both. By the way, come back and we'll do an entire show on tanning.
Oh my God, can we?
Right?
Can we?
Okay, because I could do like 4 hours.
Wait,
so
we
we'll-
could get a spray tan in here and you could like literally sit here and
No, let's do
try
it.
all
Okay,
over.
it's happening. I'll just put it in the diary. Great. All right, let's look now at Polly's spring high street edit, from the staple shoes to the knit that everyone needs. It is well worth a watch.
I never thought I'd say this, but I bought a pair of Crocs last week.
Don't think I'd ever say that sentence either.
And noteworthy.
I'm obsessed with FSA Pilates. I've never found something that makes me really like addicted to working out, and this does that. Like,
Ripley comparison to the original movie with Jude Law.
I'd say it's never looked better, but Jude Law in The Holiday for me is.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
Jude
was
Law.
like,
But now I'm in my like Austin Butler era.
I was
Finally.
gonna say,
who isn't?
you should watch it.
It took June 2 and him to be in a bald cap for me to get on board, but I'm here.
Hello, Polly here, and I'm going to show you some of my spring staples, some bits that I'm buying now that I think are going to see me through all of spring. So kicking off with this sexy little cardigan, which Hodge has just told me is quite sexy. I agree, actually. Cardigans maybe don't have the best reputation for being like, you know, super cool, super sexy, but I think this is a nice like light knit, and because you've got the cutout detail here, I don't know, it just feels a little more interesting. I'd wear it on like a date night, maybe with some jeans, or I'd wear it to the office like I am today, daring. It's from a brand called Love Child 1979, which is a Copenhagen brand. It comes in a few different colours, and I just think it's perfect for this time of year. The other thing I want to talk about in this outfit is my sandals. I picked these up. They're a brand called Hero. I found them in the Matches sale, and I've been after a pair of Fisherman sandals. I think it's the sandal style to buy for the season. They're kind of ugly cool, a bit Marmite. I don't think everyone's going to love these, but I personally love adding an ugly shoe to an otherwise very pretty outfit just to edge it up a little bit. Next thing that's firmly on my wish list is this suede jacket from Massimo Dutti. I like the way it adds a bit of texture to an outfit, but is light enough to wear like over a sweet little mini dress or over a tee and jeans. I just think it's perfect for like now, maybe for festival season later in the summer, and you know, let's face it, in the UK it definitely doesn't get that hot very much, so a light jacket like this is perfect. So let's put it on. I think it looks actually really cute with this outfit. I like the tones with the cream and the black, but I think it would look good with some blue denim as well. I sized up to a medium just for a slightly boxier fit. At this time of year, I always love to invest in a good new pair of jeans, particularly a light wash, I think, for this time of year. These are from Zara, and I really swear by Zara jeans. I think they do really good shapes. They fit my body really well. I just think they look a really good wash and a really good shape, so I'm going to pop those on. So here they are on. I'm a big fan of the fit. I went for a size 10, which I think at the moment is just about right for me, and I like the way they're kind of slightly looser but not too wide, not too baggy, a really good length. I'm 5'7" for reference. I've just styled them with the cardi from before and these little thong style heels, which are from ASOS. I think this is quite a cute date night look. The shoes are also on my hit list. I think this style is going to be so useful for like weddings, nights out, maybe just day to day if I want like a slightly lower heel, and come through ASOS because they are so comfy. The sole is like really cushioned, and I love the square toe. Very, very chic for a very good price. Next we have these cargo style trousers, which are from Zara. They're a slightly like barrel-y fit with an elasticated waist, and the colour really drew me in, as did the stretchy waist. Anything comfy like that really makes me want to go for it. So I'm going to pop them on and see if they're as comfy as they look. I was right, they are super comfortable. I love the length of them, I love the fabric. I think they look so much more expensive than they are. The shape is just mega. I think they look really cool with these mesh ballet flats. Another pair of Marmite shoes that not everyone is going to love, but I think are fabulous. They are a dupe for the Alaya ones. I think they're from Jeffrey Campbell via Free People. You could also dress these up for the evening, I think, with a little top and maybe the black thong heels as well if you wanted to make it a little bit dressier. But I chuck this on maybe with a biker jacket or a denim jacket even. Just something easy to throw on that's not jeans if you want an alternative for the weekend or the evenings. Let's move on to something a little dressier now. I've got a wedding coming up this weekend, and I spotted this dress on Kittree, who do some amazing event dresses, and I just thought I have to try that. It's kind of girly for me, but I think the shape is what sets it apart. So let's put it on. So I think this looks really pretty on. I don't usually go for a pink floral, but I think because of this like slightly dropped detail, it feels a bit different, and I'm kind of loving feeling a little bit girlier than I usually do. I love the ruffled sleeve, love this kind of ruching. It's very comfortable, very stretchy, which is great if you like to eat a lot at a wedding like I do. I would just wear it with some white strappy sandals like this, maybe even some gold or silver, I think would look cool too. And you could go a bit jazzy with your bag. I've got like a pink fluffy one that I might wear on the weekend. And on to the next thing, which is this really cool stripe set from a brand called Life of Ease, one of my favourite small independent brands who do amazing tracksuits, but as they go into summer, they've created some really cool sort of lighter weight sets like these ones, and I wear them separately together with a little tank top like this, which is also from the brand, and loving that cropped length. Just super breezy and nice and easy to wear, so we're going to pop it on now. I can't wait to wear this to death throughout spring, summer. It's just so comfortable and breezy. I'm wearing a size small in the trousers, and I'm 5'7", for reference on the length. The shirt is a size large. I think actually it comes up oversized. I tried on the medium as well and it was quite big, but I like my shirts nice and oversized. I just think this would look really cool over a bikini as like a cover up during the summer. I've worn the trousers quite a lot already with just a basic white tee and a jumper. Biker jacket also looks really cool. I've styled them with these burgundy Adidas Wells Bonnet trainers. And sticking with the burgundy theme, I'm going to add the final piece of my edit, which is this really cool burgundy bag from Anthropologie. It's a bit of a dupe for Bottega Veneta, obviously, but I just love it, and it comes in a few different colours. It feels really great quality. It fits so much inside, like it actually fits my laptop. So if you're the kind of person that likes to carry everything but the kitchen sink, then this is the bag for you. So that is everything for today. I hope you enjoyed these pieces. Let us know in the comments which ones you like the most, and you can find the links to everything featured in the show notes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
So many goodies. You had your eye on the fisherman sandals.
Yes, I like those.
Yes, Polly's been wearing those a lot recently, actually. I mean, not in this weather.
They're like an ugly shoe. They're like an ugly shoe, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
You know what
There's
I mean?
that whole ugly...
The uglier the shoe, the better. I like the controversial.
So agree. So agree.
Like my husband, I put these on this morning, and my husband was like, I honestly I didn't think it could get any worse, and it's gotten worse.
I don't think those count as ugly shoes.
No, he thinks they're horrible. He thought they were witch shoes.
No, I think they're quite sexy.
But he's
they're sort of giving Maleficent.
A lot of
but
what
like
I
in a
wear.
cool
No,
way.
that's what he said. He's
Yeah.
he's like, are you going to do some spells today?
Yeah, but that's cool.
Or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch out.
Actually,
Abracadabra,
yeah, the
bitch.
first
Yeah.
one's on you. Yeah, exactly.
We've got to talk about another key trend for the season, which I'm excited because I know already that this is quite divisive. We ran a feature yesterday on specifically long tailored shorts, but we've got to talk about shorts. We're not quite there yet.
Not a fan.
You are
Not a fan.
Embracing, you hate them. You can't stand them. But I know they are controversial. I don't know who to start with. Rochelle, make the case for shorts because you are wearing them beautifully today. Can you stand up and give us a spin first
Oh
of all?
gosh, I can.
Let's
Okay.
see your shorts. I know we're conscious of the boots falling out, but
I know we're keep.
that's okay.
Yeah,
Very
we're
nice.
spinning. We're
We
spinning.
can see them.
So these are Carhartt. I'm probably saying that wrong, like I say most brands wrong, but you know
that's correct.
Carhartt.
Carhartt.
And to be honest, these are men's shorts. And do you know what? It wasn't like an intention to be like, oh, I'm going to wear shorts now, especially because they're trending. It was more like, I'm sick of skirts, I'm sick of pants, what's the in-betweener? Obviously shorts. Obviously Miu Miu brought out the, which I had, I think, when I was 10 years old, you know, like from Billabong. Do you guys remember Billabong? Roxy, what else was like
board
the brands?
short
Yeah,
vibes.
the board shorts. And I was like, okay, don't know if I'm going to do the board shorts in like central London, especially in like 11 degrees. So yeah, I don't know. For me, it was more just like, what can I try next? You know, and they're so easy to wear. You know, as for women as well, it's like you're a bit bloated, you're feeling a little bit like, you know, whatever it might be at that time of the month. They're just easy to wear.
Do they make you feel cooler than trousers? Like, is that the
100%,
thing? Because they feel a bit tougher, a
Yeah,
bit edgier.
like my son has the same shorts. I'm like,
Great. Just what I'm going for.
I'm like,
boy
I'm
dressing.
cool, I'm cool. No, I think it was just more like, let's just try something new.
Sure.
And to be honest, I find them hard with flats.
Yes.
Because I feel like I do actually feel like a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Whereas when I put them with heels and like a kind of a structured top or a blazer, I feel like it really elevates it. So I think shorts are great. You have to be very careful how you style them.
Agreed. Yeah. Alex, you're not a fan.
Genuinely on my heart, I love seeing them on you.
Yeah.
I think you look great, and you're right, it's all in the styling, and I think
Yeah.
you styled them beautifully. And for me, it's about, you know, I've never been much of a trend or dresser, and it's about, I've always been about what's comfortable for me.
Classic.
I mean, you know, my friends are joking that I look exactly the same today as I did 10, 20, 30 years ago. I've always dressed the same. I'm not a massive fashion trend person. And for me, it's about comfort and ease. And I think shorts can be comfortable.
Yeah.
But it's just not for me. I have my style and I don't tend to veer off. So, you know, what I'll do is I'm looking at like the fisherman sandals. That'll be my nod to. I'll look at what the trend is and I'll be like, but that fits in with me.
How you wear it, yeah.
I'm not a
So
massive
authentic,
shopper.
though.
Yeah.
So what do you do summer? Do you do the dresses?
I literally wear, no, I don't wear dresses ever.
Ever?
No.
Okay.
Only for like
Skirts?
event dressing when I have
Yeah,
to.
like
I feel
very,
like the
very
other thing that
dressy.
I feel like you're a silky pajama girl, like
I'm
I
a
am
silk-
too.
I'm
So
a
much
silky.
okay.
I love my coordinated. Like I saw also Polly did. She did like striped. She did a striped set in the showcase, and I was like, oh, I like that. So I love looking at everything and seeing what are people wearing, what's going on. But I don't tend to get swayed. It's more like this is my style, and a lot of people used to call me a boring dresser because like when I was young, really young, like 18, 19, I used to get my dad's jackets and I'd wear oversized
Really
jackets.
cool.
It was not cool.
No.
And now everyone's wearing oversized. But it's not that I feel like I'm ahead or anything. I've just always been the same. So I'm never in fashion. I'm never trendy. But I think I'm just always a simple
Some of
dresser.
the best trendsetters are actually those people.
Exactly that.
Because you are true to yourself. Like there's sometimes where I look at something that I've worn and I'm like, and I look at it afterwards and I'm like, actually that didn't make me happy because I was trying so hard to be something that I'm not. And I feel like that's what London kind of brings out in you is like you can be anyone or anything. Like you can wear a tutu down the street and no one really be like, oh, that's a cute tutu, Or you can be wearing something that was in 10 years ago, but you make it yours and it looks amazing. Like a lot of the fashion girls that I love, I would never wear what they're wearing, but I love that they make it so authentically theirs.
But I think that's the key to finding yourself, wherever you sit on the scale, right? Whether it's that you know exactly what you wear or you like to kind of play and experiment a bit more, it's knowing what you can admire on other people that's not going to work for you.
I love a fashion girl. I love fashion girl. I mean, I love watching it. And when I go to events, I'm there in my, my black blazer, my whatever. And I'm like, oh, that looks so nice. But I can admire it on someone else without wanting it myself. Yeah. Because I always need to feel comfortable.
Like you.
And
and I think I wanted to jump on the underpant trend, when everyone was wearing the tights with like the Miu Miu underpants. And I was like, oh, I don't know.
No, I love that look. You can do that look.
It's amazing.
But you're great at wearing trends and you do embrace the trends.
Yeah.
Did you see Celine Dion on the new French Paris Vogue
Oh
cover?
my
God, how incredible
I mean,
does she
I'm
look?
obsessed with Celine Dion, obviously, but one of the looks is a big white shirt, and
It's
I'm
incredible.
like, all right. And then she's wearing the sort of pants. I mean, I just think she looks phenomenal. I love how she dresses.
She's amazing, and that's only. I could be wrong, but that's only been in the last couple of years that she's
very
gone for this
classic. She's
extra
always been like
style,
the
right?
row, like S.
Yeah.
But you know what I love as well, which I really feel is like, and it shouldn't be trending. It should be all the time. But like, women not dressing for what they think is age appropriate.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
agreed.
done with that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be like,
Agreed.
Jimmy my husband sent me a photo the other day of like these two, like this old man and old woman walking down the street, and he's like, you and me in 30 years, and she was wearing like very like, because it's that era, it's like the woolen skirt, and then I was like, no, I'll be in like low slung, like, wardrobe
Damn
New York
right.
City jeans with like a Miu Miu belt and like some like thrash t-shirt.
Love that
I'm like,
for you.
I am going to dress like that. Like I just saw the Better Us campaign come out.
Incredible.
And I love that they always use women who are in their 40s or 50s because it's empowering, and it's like, bugger what we think we need to look like.
Damn right.
Dress how you feel.
Grease Ganem, I always say it wrong. Do you know who I mean? She's a big influencer. She's got the incredible grey hair.
short
I
hair.
met her in Paris.
Oh my God, she's so amazing. She is the
beautiful.
epitome of proof that you don't. It doesn't matter what age you are. You can wear you can dress how you want. But so many brands have done that. Loewe recently had Maggie Smith in that campaign. There's a real case being made for dressing how you want as you get older. Which
But
is
why is it only on
refreshing.
women that have to dumb themselves
damn
down?
right.
Like, no.
Damn right.
Own it. I'll be wearing undies and tights well into my
you go,
80s.
girl. Can't wait to see
and
it.
I'll still be wearing oversized
You'll
shirts
be wearing oversized
and big
But
baggy
maybe
trousers.
some fisherman sandals as well. We'll balance it out. Okay, well, we didn't talk about shorts at all, but if you are interested in the shorts feature on site, we do have the feature on site. Now, next up, let's take a look at what we all got up to. It doesn't matter, we'll keep going, Hodge, what we all got up to during a day in the office.
Good morning. So I'm really excited today because we have a diversity and unconscious bias training and talk today from two women who are coming into the office. They actually came into our old office in 2020 and they did a workshop all about unconscious bias, how to reframe your thinking. So we're having basically a refresher for the whole team because the team is so much bigger since it was 4 years ago. And we've got a little team breakfast on that Jess has arranged. This is the calm before the storm. I'm sure everyone's going to come and run in for their breakfast because it looks amazing. Everyone, thank you so much for taking time out of your morning to come to this talk today on inclusion, diversity.
And it's just a way of debunking some of the stereotypes.
Something I identify with. So I am a Muslim woman, but I'm not oppressed.
Diversity is having a seat at the table, and inclusion is having a voice and having that voice be heard. Performative allyship is kind of like saying you're for a cause, but then not actually backing it up.
Hi, I'm Annie and this is Anna. We're from Inclusive Consultancy, so we are DEI consultants.
We've just run the session, which went fantastic. SheerLuxe is doing some amazing work that we were able to highlight, but we were also able to share some, DEI practices that SheerLuxe can embed into what they're doing. So it was fantastic.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. You were somewhere fun last night.
I was. So I actually got an advanced screening of Challenges because I'm writing a full review on it for SheerLuxe next week. We're all talking about it in the office anyway because obviously Zendaya's fashion choices on the red carpet have been top notch. But the film itself, I'm pleased to say, is just as good as her red carpet choices. I thought I knew what it would be about when I went in to watch it, but actually it just is kind of quite good to not really know where it's going to go. The three of them, so Zendaya, Josh O'Connor and Mike Feist, are all amazing. They've got great chemistry together. And yeah, it's really fun. I would heartily recommend it. If you've seen Call Me By Your Name, it's the same director. So yeah, it's a really good summary film.
Sherry,
hello.
You're just back from a big trip.
I am.
How was it?
It was so nice, thank you. I went to Guatemala for about 10 days and then straight to Mexico afterwards, which was so fun. I think Mexico City is just so cool. We stayed at a lovely hotel called La Valise, which is stunning. It's in the Roma Norte area, which is very trendy. And we also went to Tulum, which was lovely, and we stayed at a really cool hotel called, I think you pronounce it Xela, it's Xela, and it only opened a couple of months ago, but it's a really small boutique. It's only got like 12 rooms, very like boho chic, and then you can just like relax on the beach, swim in the sea, like clear water, white sand. It's just like heaven on earth.
We're gonna go film a little TikTok.
Can I follow along?
Yeah, come with.
So this pink jacket, guys, I basically live in. It's become my whole identity.
If Nana were a jacket, it'd be that.
This jacket is from Frankie Sharp, but I wear it every single day.
I'm not joking
much.
you, I think I have like 25 clips or something now on my camera.
I've gone for all pink today. Slip dress is from Zara, Louis, Gucci, and ASOS.
Will you walk onto screen?
Yeah.
Smile, really smiley. Like lean back a little bit. No, not that far!
I actually just used iconic Dior lip oil. Oh my god, look where she is! Yeah. What are you doing?
Nana, if you cross the road, look both ways, keep really smiling. Nice.
Woo! Woo! Daisy, how are you?
Hi, good, Steph, how are you?
Good, what are you up to?
We are actually applying for the social media awards for best use of TikTok, which is quite exciting. So I'm just pulling all stats together because we had a mega year last year. So it's quite fun actually to go back and look at all of our content. Also, we had another marketing stunt last night, didn't we, Victoria? We did. And one of our readers won a lucky overnight stay at the Orange and a dinner.
Where would be your current spot you want to hit in London for food?
Ixchel on the King's Road for Mexican.
Well, actually, somewhere that I've recently been to that I really liked is called Doña. It's street Filipino food, but kind of done quite fancily. Really, really delicious though. Like I had these lovely dumplings, I had a massive lamb shoulder pie. Really reasonable as well. I went with a friend and we shared, and it was just, yeah, really delicious. I'd really recommend.
Last night was my husband's birthday yesterday, so we went to Barnes, and there's a relatively new pub that's open there called the Waterman's Arms. We tried all the seafood, which was delicious. There were things like curried scallops, ricotta fritters with special tomatoes and roasted tomatoes, and salted cod with monk's beard. For those of you who don't know, that's a type of seaweed.
At the weekend, we actually went to the Apollo Arms, which is very local to us here in Clapham Common. They've had a bit of a refurb, and we went to try out their new Sunday roast menu, and it was superb. They say they're the best roast in Clapham, and I can concur. I went for beef, my boyfriend went for lamb. I have to say his did look slightly superior, but mine was still top notch.
I feel like I've had quite a foodie time, but most recently, or last weekend anyway, I went to 2 in Borough Market. It's literally like 3 things on the menu, a starter, a main and a dessert, so it's just that, but it all pairs amazingly together. And the main is these, like, the main thing that's literally all over TikTok, are these katsu sandos, which is like thick, like proper Japanese bread and like breaded, I want to say it's pork, I'm pretty sure it's pork, and then like the spicy sauce. You can have it not spicy, but I had the spicy and it was proper spicy. I love spice, but it was really spicy. I feel like I shouldn't say the dessert was the best part, but it genuinely was the best part. I think it was a vanilla ice cream and the custard was like a biscuity flavour.
Wow.
And then there was like a crumb situation. It was just, everything about it was amazing. Really recommend that for a lunch. I think it's a bit small for a dinner, but everything about it was amazing.
India, what are you shooting?
We are filming a reel for Emma's 3 stages of commute.
I would like to like buff it out and stuff.
Thank you.
So we did my 3 like workwear outfits. I'm wearing Zara trousers,
Cool.
like chinos, a Alina Bing knit, and my COS shoes.
I'm about to do a mood board for a shoot we're doing next week with Alex Steinhurr, our new contributor for SL Man, and we're going to kind of follow him around different places. We're going to a barber, for example. I'm currently in the state of still like picking loads of bits to like kind of find out what direction the lighting, the vibe is going to go.
Oh, it's a really cool piece actually, really enjoyed doing this one. It's all about tennis core, which is based on the new Zendaya movie. And it's really cool, like a lot of brands are kind of replicating and doing their own sort of spin on it. So it's kind of just everywhere at the moment. I don't actually play, but I definitely will be tapping into the trend.
Hello, Charlotte.
Hi. I'm about to tuck into an Easter egg, which is really old, so let's give it a shot, shall we? Oh my god, I've literally just been like squeezing it in my hand and I've just melted.
Do you have some flowers here, Charlotte?
I do.
Yeah.
I was just at a lunch and they gave flowers as a going home gift. How nice is that?
So nice. What lunch were you at?
It's for Dr. Barbara Sturm, who has launched. She's launched eye patches. Never had eye patches before. Glow drops, they exist already, but they're the best. But to accompany them, she has launched Glow Cream, which is, it's just like a really lovely, glowy, sheeny moisturiser. And this is like number 1.
That was not. I don't do it. There is no coordination going on here.
Zero coordination.
Sure, like there's dance lessons going on over here, Tash.
I know. I'm the winner.
Oh, barbecue. It's so cute. This barbecue is vegan mayo. Comes after our mess. Vegan.
Barbie is definitely vegan, I'm sorry.
This is my new handbag. I feel like
it.
it's a bit Marmite, but I think it's very cool. It's from H&M. Sure. Actually, something I tried for the first time this morning and very, very into is Sculpted by Amy's foundation. I'm gonna say it's giving like It Cosmetics vibes. New favourite lip gloss. This is Max Factor's 2000 calorie lip gloss, and this one is in Pink Fizz. I don't leave the house without bronzer. One Chanel one. I buy it every time I'm in the duty free. And then this new YSL one, which is like a little baby handbag, really. Very nice. And then Obsessed. I feel like everyone in the SheerLuxe office has this, to be perfectly honest, but Summer Fridays birthday cake lip balm.
So good.
Can't live without it.
Can't live without it.
No.
Sorry, we've hit every time you come to me today, I'm eating a different snack. We are just running through the SL Man fashion calendar. We sort of know what's coming up content-wise, but I just thought it would be a helpful refresher, and then we can look at who's doing what. Next week.
We had a slight shuffle.
Great. In terms of copy for May, you just tend to do that anyway, Emma?
Yeah.
Cool. H&M, 5 things that do well. You already had an eye over that product, so do you want to do the product for that?
Yeah. I think it's too late to do like Ripley style.
No, I feel like we did one. I don't know why we did it like last year. But
Yeah,
like,
we did it
in
last
Italian
year.
summer.
Do you mean Ripley? Do you mean the new one?
The new one, like just.
I like that. That's cool. It's like a mood board. Yeah, really nice.
Oh no, that's not. Not hand over. Jesus Christ. Woo! Hey! Sometimes on a Thursday, we have a little bit of a thirsty Thursdays.
Did you hear the bottle pop?
Yeah, I did. I'm also like more here for the snacks.
Cheers!
Meeting's done, ladies.
Meeting's done for the day. Happy Thursday. Woo!
I keep catching you in the middle of
I'm actually
little
not.
tasks.
I'm drinking now, but I'm not eating anymore.
You had on your story that you're going to LA soon? Just explain.
So it's like really nice. I'm going to LA with my dad, just the two of us, which is something we've done. We've done quite a few times in the past, but haven't done it for, I think it's been 7 years, like since before I got engaged. And then I had this real epiphany like 2 months ago of like, what am I doing? Like, this is so lovely if your dad's trying to go away with you. Like, that's so special. So, yeah.
I feel like it's been quite a chaotic day in the office, but it's
Today's
been a lot of fun.
A lot. I need to go and like lie in a quiet room. I'm actually going to the theatre now, which is a 3-hour play, so it's equivalent to lying in a quiet room.
What are you going to go see?
I'm seeing A Long Day's Journey Into Night with... Did you? Yeah. How am I going to... 3 hours? Long. I'm really nervous about how long and boring it's going to be.
Have a few more drinks.
Yeah, that is the reason for the drink.
Okay, well, I'll let you enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Lovely to spend the day with you.
You know I love Hodge's scripts. Thursdays are just the best days, aren't they? We've got to talk about things we love. We love a bit of things we love here on the show. Let's talk about the necklace.
Yeah, we have to talk about this necklace. I'm obsessed with this. So this is the Puffy Heart necklace by Roxanne Assouline. She's a New York jewelry designer, and I absolutely love this. I mean, you can wear this in so many different ways because this comes off. Like you can make it longer,
you can
wrap it around.
Yes.
And I just think it makes me so happy. It also comes in a silver, and actually it's a showstopper. Like, you know, I came in, people ask me about it, and that's quite nice. Again, for someone who is a simple dresser, it's nice to have little items that people kind of go like, oh, and it's I don't know, there's something about, you know, little heart.
I love it.
I'm absolutely obsessed with it.
Hand on heart. I have had that open as a tab on my desktop upstairs. I will show you for about a week because we're both saying that we've seen American influencers wearing it. It's hardest to find in the UK, but it's so cool. It's so cool.
I do it as a high-waisted belt.
You could.
Yeah.
You could.
With some old Levi's, white T-shirt.
You're so trendy. Love that. So cool. Rachelle, something you're loving?
Mine's very not cool. I bought bamboo separation plates for my kids.
Sure. We like randomness.
But can I tell you, I put them up yesterday because I was quite proud of I do these snack plates for my kids.
This is that thing where it like it's a plate, like a divided plate. Okay.
And literally it's been a game changer because on a normal plate, children don't respond. On a separated plate, it's literally like, oh my God, Mum, this is the best thing ever. All the same food. All the same food.
Is that kids don't like food to be touching other food?
I don't know. Like if we got into the side, like
maybe more like a game.
More playful.
It's more playful. It looks nice, but like literally, I served it to them and they ate every single scrap of like things that I like. I literally put things on there that if I had told them what it was, they would be like, I'm not touching that, like green superfood powder with like bee pollen. And also, sorry, my second thing off Amazon as well is these amazing like mirrors for your bathroom. You know how like in a lot of like restaurants they have those close-up ones and like not a lot of bathrooms have them. They just stick onto the wall.
Like a hotel mirror?
Yeah. Basically.
That's cool.
So now I'm like, I feel elevated. Like I feel like,
love that.
I wake up in the morning, look at it, I'm like, I'm staying at a hotel.
Does it light up?
It lights up.
Oh wow!
So I don't want to see myself that close.
Oh, but I want to do it for the squeezing.
You know what? I don't.
You're
either, but I broke out in this I don't know how you say dermatitis goatee the other day. Just randomly, not to be bought off Amazon. And literally, like I'm looking at all these different lights, like trying to see it. It was like the only light that I could see, and I was like, oh yeah, dermatitis.
It's happening a lot. A lot of people are getting dermatitis. Yeah,
Why?
it's happening a lot. We're more sensitive. There's so much more sensitivity, allergies now. It can be new products that you're using, too many products, but it can just simply be like it's contact dermatitis, I would imagine.
Yeah. Alex, anything else you're loving? You talked about a exercise machine.
So yes, so basically I was like, I need to move more. I need to, exercise more. And so I was like, I'm going to get one of those walking pads. What are they called? Walking treadmills.
So it's not a machine, is it?
It's a machine, but it's not. It's only like this, and this one has a little 5% incline already.
Fantastic.
And because I am not great at getting my steps in, and I know this is very basic. Unfortunately, I don't like exercise. I'm really sorry.
I'm with you.
I know this is
like
a bad thing to say, and I really should because my back is not good. But the minimum is this walking pad, and it's actually like life-changing. Maybe a bit exaggerated, but when you can actually squeeze in the time and you're just walking on this thing, and I'm doing my emails, and I'm doing so at least I get some sort of the lymphatic.
You're moving.
Yeah, you're moving. And I saw this thing on TikTok, of course, where these experts, whatever, but they look overly trained people were saying like, walking doesn't count as exercise. And I'm like, I'm sorry, it does count, because if you go from 0 to doing an hour's walking on this, I think it counts.
I am
And,
the
you know,
biggest advocate for walking. Like I did every exercise known to man. Like I gained 14 kilos with my daughter after my son because they were so close together. I remember I tried everything. I was doing Pilates and I was doing high impact cardio and I was doing everything until I started doing my walking. Like I started doing the big walks with the pram. It was when the weight and it wasn't just about the weight, it was also about my endurance, about my mental health, like just doing those walks and getting out. Like hand on heart, walking for me is probably the most important thing in my day.
Yeah.
Like getting that
all
walk
health
in.
experts, you know, with the kind of core advice for what to do for a better life, better quality of life, walking is number one above all other exercises.
It's moving your body just in a way that's not like, I do the Peloton and I do Pilates, but like moving your body in a way that isn't raising or dropping or like stressing or anything like that.
That's it. No cortisol.
Walking around London is one of the greatest joys of my life. Like, like I must caveat that in the, like certain weather. Not so much the rain,
not always that fun,
like the rain that goes sideways. But it is. It's one of my great. Like I love just walking from A to B if I can. But as you said, like you're inside doing your emails, you're doing your work. Like doing that instead of sitting is fantastic.
And I like to sit.
I like to sit.
I actually like to just be horizontal as much as possible.
I love to be like,
yeah, me too. Can I change the subject really quickly? Just something I'm loving. Baby Reindeer.
I finished it last night.
How good is this show? So for those who don't know, this is a new show on Netflix. It is the guy who stars in it also wrote it based on his own life experience. He had a one-man show at Edinburgh about his own life experience of being stalked by a woman who he was kind of nice to when he was working behind a bar. He is a nice man. But it's so addictive, this show, right?
There's only 7 episodes, right? So it's like, I messaged my girlfriends last night, I'm like, you have to watch it, but then I'm also like, it's very tormenting. Like,
well, especially when you get to a particular
That's where
episode.
I've just finished, yes.
Oh,
did you watch it? Did you watch it?
No, because you think that the bad thing is the stalker.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ruin it.
He's been through a very traumatic life event.
And I think coming from someone who is a mother, like, and just going, like you think getting them through their youth is the tough, and then he was like in his mid-20s and this all happened to him, and you're like, and I was actually saying to my girlfriend, I was like, it makes you not want to be nice to any stranger.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, no, you can't have my seat on the tube.
But that's what's crazy about it. Like he was just being nice to a stranger, and it was just the wrong stranger.
And I think it hits home because it's in London, and it's like you could have walked past her in the street and be like, oh, I'll get that for you. And the next thing, like, she's at your door.
She loves you, yeah.
So I think,
what I find so fascinating about it is also that I appreciate that it's very nuanced, because oftentimes when you see, movies or TV shows about stalking, it's very one-sided. So it's like the stalker is some, absolutely crazed, like bad and good. Whereas here, what's so gripping about it is that it's almost like a bit grey, and he's owning up to his, which obviously you find out his trauma and so on. But I found it really, actually I'm getting goosebumps, I found it quite chilling.
But he was beautiful about it as well.
I think that grey area is such a good point. It's very raw, and like the very first scene, he walks into a police station to report it. So this isn't a spoiler, and it really like encapsulates that grey area thing, doesn't it? Because he's like, I think I'm being stalked, and it's kind of been going on for 6 months, and like it's not this really clear. This is right and this is wrong.
But I think as well, again, because it's like these gender, like where you like assume that a woman is being stalked by a man, which is a horrible thing to assume. So but then I feel terrible for him, because then he's like, even the policeman. I mean, I know this was part of the show, but even the policeman was like, "Oh, you're being stalked by a woman," and it's so hard because, as you said, like, you feel so sorry for her in this, but then obviously what she's doing is horrific. And it just gets worse.
Yeah, it gets worse.
Like you keep thinking that, okay, she's gone.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
she's back.
She's back.
But I love how, like you say, but I think I can't talk for him, but it's almost like he wanted you almost to feel sorry.
I agree.
Like
he wants to present the nuance.
He wanted to be. But you know what I find absolutely terrifying, and I don't know if you guys have seen this. People trying to find the real.
That's all I've seen.
Did you see that?
I'm getting loads
of
I think
that's
because,
and I don't know how you feel about that, because he didn't want her.
He doesn't want. Yeah, so he doesn't. She's not the real life person. Isn't publicly named.
But then he'd have to know that he didn't know the popularity of this, but he would have had to have known that
people would go and try.
That these internet sleuths, like they find anything nowadays. Like they're still like know. But anyway,
Anyway, that's the dark side of everything.
Watch
everything
it.
in life now. But
Watch
anyway, watch it. It's brilliant. Yeah. Ladies, we have to leave it there really quickly before we go. Happy Victoria Beckham X Mango Day to you both.
Yes.
very exciting, this collection shop. We've heard already, Nana's out there filming and that there's been queues around the block outside.
It's
Oxford Street
incredible.
Market. It's amazing. Have you seen anything you like?
Yes, I mean, obviously, I'm liking the tailoring. So I saw a nice, like a suit. I just think it's a classic, timeless, and it's a nice way to get a bit of VB in your wardrobe.
This is it.
I like the little cami, like the little silk. You know, I'm a big for a silk slip, like kind of like a bit of a sexy. But it's beautiful, and the price point is amazing.
The price point is great. And
what are you buying?
I think the tailoring. There's the first piece on the site is a cream collarless blazer, which is very chic.
Stunning.
Yeah, it all looks great. I'm
if there's any left.
Yeah, okay. Let's wrap this up so we can go shopping. I know. Ladies, thank you so much. That is it for today. Thank you to both of you, and of course to the SheerLuxe team. Next week, Polly is back with more great fashion and team content. In the meantime, we would love it if you could please comment below. Do give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye-bye.